Hello everybody, and welcome to Ian's Kitchen, my kitchen, where we will together make some food magic and some alchemy. What we're looking for today is cutting some vegetables, because later on I'm going to be making a soup that's going to be linked in another video, and we need some soup vegetables. So these are some basic cutting techniques. What we have here is some, it's the grass from an onion. It's actually not a spring onion, but it is the grass from a red onion. And you've got some parsnips, you've got some root celery, and you've got some carrots. This is going to be a beautiful garnish for the soup. So how are we going to cut our garnish? We're going to do a Julienne first, and then we're going to move on to a Brunoise, but that's just for showing purposes, because I actually like Julienne much better in soup. I think you get more out of it. So what we do is we cut it in a nice size, which is about the size of a spoon, a soup spoon. And then after that, we cut it in nice slices, like so. Then we stack them up neatly. And here comes the rub, as they say. What you're looking for is this kind of grip on what you're cutting. Two knives on, or sorry, two knives, two fingers on the knife and 3 on the shaft. And then you're going to put your tip down and do this kind of circular motion, because that's a slicing motion. I explained it in an earlier video. What you're looking for is the microscopic teeth on the knife have to do their work, just like a saw would. And how to use a saw? Well, I'll tell you one thing, you don't use it like an axe. You do that kind of motion. So please don't cleave your vegetables. They'll thank you for it later on. And you do the bird beak grip. And you do like so. Getting your nice little sticks, which the French very fancily call Julienne. They have a name for everything. A lot of the classical cooking is French. You do the same thing with everything else. This technique is very, very useful for all kinds of cutting. Do it again. Cutting it in slices first, laying them flat. And you see, I'm not really pressing, I'm letting the knife do the work. You've got a good knife, it's going to save your joints. It's going to save all your, save you from getting tennis elbow from cutting too much. And then that's where you go. Your beautiful Julienne for the soup. Now, I told you something called Brunoise. If you were to make it, that would be small cubes, perhaps to match the onion we cut earlier. So what you do in your Brunoise is you do the same thing as a Julienne. You make your little sticks, and then you gather them all up, line them up, and you do the same thing with a little bit of a more open grip. And this is where you get the nice, thinly cut cubes. Nice and neat. There you go. This is going into the soup too. So, when you're talking about your root celery, you're cutting it also, again, in slices and doing pretty much the same operation. What you're looking for, again, is the length of a soup spoon. So perhaps when it's getting very, very long, what you could do is take it on this side. See? Then it's still going to fit on a soup spoon. That's pretty easy. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. And when you're done cutting the little Julienne, what you do, whatever you've got, of unruly bits that can go in the stock. And so what looks like spring onion but isn't, that's going into the soup too. And again, same grip, same technique. See? very, very useful. This is all very basic. Voila, my friend. You are. This is how you cut the Julienne and the Brunoise of the vegetables for the beautiful soup. Huh?
French is my favorite, fantastic language. Especially to curse with. Nom de Dieu, de putain de bordel de merde de saloperie de connard d'enculé de ta mère. It's like wiping your ass with silk. I love it.
That is how you cut your soup garnish into Julienne or Brunoise using the same technique, the bird beak and the grip and the circular cutting motion.
You get to Carnegie Hall.
So practice, practice, practice. That's what makes perfect. And remember, very important, if you don't put Julienne in your soup, you'll get testicular cancer. Hi, I hope I caught your attention. Sometimes I like to joke about the ugly things in life and the fleeting nature of existence. The truth is, cancer is a serious disease. Several of my friends, family and loved ones have succumbed to it. Perhaps some of yours have too. British statistics show that 1 in 2 of us will get a cancer diagnosis throughout our lifetime. Could be me, it could be you, could be somebody you know. Sometimes in the face of those odds, one feels helpless and powerless. But all of us can choose to live healthier lives and to support the research that's going on to beat this disease. Perhaps you can support your local farms and create thriving, beautiful environments and vibrant food. Or you can support some of these organizations. They are spearheading the charge to find a cure for this disease. We all play a part in helping and healing one another because we have more in common than what sets us apart. And we aren't as separate as it seems.